Hello, everybody. This is Blue Jim. Just thought I'd do a little live stream of some Vikings Valhalla. It's been a long time since I played this game. And I'll say this, by no means is it my favorite, though, But I will say this. I was a big fan of the show Vikings about Ragnar, and I even bought the series, so I like tales of Vikings and their mythology and all that. So it's a fitting game for me, in all honesty. Why they took side missions out and replaced them with world events, I'll never understand that. They're just like half-baked side missions, in all honesty. But the game does have good parts about it, too. I love the set, and I'm just in the beginning Norway part. There's still so much stuff to do here. I beat the game one time, but I didn't do all the side content. I'd kind of like to, I don't think I want to platinum it necessarily, but I would like to do a big majority of the side content. And I played as male Abel the first time. Not this time. I'm gonna try the female Abel. That's close, but it looked like she landed. Alright, get up. Lose too much health. You have to admit, though, I will say one thing. Ubisoft does know how to build a very detailed-looking world. I will give them that. I guess it's just a temple in this town right here. Stavanger. But, they did a good job. I do think Origins and Odyssey, in all honesty, are better, have better, just better worlds, better stories in a way. Greece is beautiful. Egypt is just really cool, especially if you're a history buff.
Welcome, warrior. Sulke Silvertongue offers wonders from across the 9 worlds. Rare objects. Priceless artifacts.
And yet you've put a price on them.
Everything has value, wise one. And I ask only a fraction of its worth. What would you say to a piece of Christ's cross? Snakeskin from Ragnar Lothbrok's death pit?
These items do not look very impressive. Like this old shoe.
That belonged to the first Christian pope. Or maybe it was a saint. It brings the blessing of their god.
They would need it with that shoe. And there's an old leather strap.
A shield strap belonging to the hero Sigurður when he fought the great beast.
Yeah, my mother had one embroidered like that. And what about that helmet?
That was the helmet Halfdan the Black wore when he died in battle. It will protect you and bring good crops.
That is a lie. It was the helmet my father Varin wore the night he was killed.
Eivor?
I know you now, Sulke the Snake. And these are things from my old home. How much silver did Kjotve pay you to betray us?
No silver. It was not like that. I was there that night, but I did not fight for Kjotve. I ran.
Coward. I should cut you down.
No! I did no harm!
I will judge that. Your treachery ends here.
Please, I never betrayed Farron. On my life! I was frightened and I fled. And when I returned, everyone was gone or dead.
And yet you looted our dead. Bartered the ashes of their lives.
It was all I could find. I sold nothing for a long time. But the weight grew too heavy and I needed to eat. To survive.
This is not living. Without honor, we're worse than beasts. And have no hope of a better life beyond this realm.
This world is all I know. And this life, all I have left. Would you take that from me? Take anything you want from my shop. Take everything. Just let me live. time has come for you. Asgard can wait. Odin curse you! Now you sway.
Sulke will stay within the city. He finds safety within its walls.
Alright, looks like there's an underground area. Let's see if we can find it.
May the gods grant you better luck than I have seen.
Hversu þeir lögðu í vestreginu undir sig, það mun ég aldrei vita. Spárnar voru góðar, þeir voru minn.
Where is Sulky? I just heard his voice. Where the hell is he? Is he in here?
Hvar Rubbi? Hann sé góður að hafa í fylgi. Skýt! Rennið! Vikingar! Ég skulum í braut!
Megi bæta kosti til árs að byggja Frey og Krist. Kaupmenn nokkrir komu vestan frá nýjum byggðum.
Perfect. That's how you upgrade equipment. And there's different types of ingots that you need over time, you know, but that's like the ingots you need in the beginning right there. That one I just acquired. Let's see. Listen, I'm not saying this game is perfect. It can be tedious at times. You know what I mean? It's. I find it most enjoyable when I hop in, play for a little bit, then go off to something else for a while. You know what I mean? But come back, I always, you know. Well, I just started playing it again. It's been years since I played it, Valhalla, since I beat it the first time. But it's a good one, nonetheless. It's not bad, for sure, you know. Of course, I mean, like, I almost wonder sometimes if we're spoiled now because there's so many games, right? I mean, every year there's so many good, top-notch games that are coming out anymore. Cyberpunk, Final Fantasy VII Remake, Rebirth, all those games. God almighty, they're so good. And, I mean, I don't know what I'm trying to say. It's sometimes like we're almost spoiled, though, by so many constant good games that are coming out that we kind of overlook games, get bored with them so easy. Because there's so many replacements to, if you don't like one, boom, there's another one right there. If you look at Valhalla for what it is, though, it is a very impressive world. It's beautiful in its own way. Valhalla's a little darker than Odyssey or Origins. I mean, because one's a desert, one's Greece, obviously. This starts out in Norway, which is going to be darker looking place. In winter, especially, they only have so many hours of daylight. I will say, if you're a fan of Vikings, though, I really do think you'd like it. I don't know how many Viking games there are out there, but I'm sure there's very few that offer this much content, in all honesty.
Sheathe your edge and grab some dice, stranger. Come.
Yeesh, let's play some dice. Yeesh,
There's a
yeesh.
player in every port and city.
Orlog indeed. Let us have a game then.
Let us play.
Let the best player win. This will do. Interesting. Wow.
One thing I know is a fact in Viking culture, Norse culture, they really did love games. all kinds of games. You know, they'd be inside, you know, by earth fire. I mean, because it'd be like 20, 30 degrees. And like I said, with the tall mountains around their towns, they wouldn't have much sunlight and it would get very cold. So it was not uncommon for them to play lots of different types of games. They had one that was like a Viking form of chess. It's pretty cool. I've always wanted to get one myself. I can't remember the name of the game, but it's pretty cool. One player plays the defender in the middle, and then the other player plays with his pieces on kind of like around on the outer perimeter starting out. You attack them, and you can, you know, switch on and off from defender to attacker and all that.
Almost got you now. This is my game, stranger. Just give up. Sweet.
Oh, that was close. They were about the hill, too.
Another round?
I'm not done yet. Let's begin.
One more round. Why not? Oh, look. See if you beat them and they have one that you don't have. Those are like special, like, kind of like in KCD, or Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, where you have little medals you can use as abilities. That's what they are. Okay, so this one helps you heal. That would be quite handy. Kind of saving up here to use some of my god powers. That one, especially Thor's Strike, which does damage, you know, 4 for 2 damage, 8 tokens for 5, and then 12 for 8.
Interesting. This will be over soon.
Are you even trying?
You won by a landslide. Next time, it will not go as easily. Another round?
That is enough Orlok for now.
Alright, let's have a drinking contest. Like, I will say, this is actually a pretty good sized map for just the beginning area in the game. Technically the prologue area. Oh, look at this. The online stuff on... This is a picture, I guess somebody took concept art, and 119,203 people have liked it. Let's see. Oh, concept art. Okay, I understand what that is. That's drawings that they did in the game. It's pretty cool. See what I mean, though? Look. This is just the starting area. And it's no... I mean, England is way bigger. You got all this. Of course, this area, you know, Siege suggested power level 280. So that's something you come back to later in the game. I think I'm like at level... I don't know what my level is, actually. Okay, 13. And, oh, and I got the DLC. Well, I don't have every DLC. I don't, I have 2 of the 3. I have Wrath of the Druids and the Invasion of Paris. Or the Siege of Paris, whatever it's called. Only one I'm missing is, I guess, the newest one for the game, which is, it's kind of mythology based. You're playing as Thor? No, Odin, I believe. And you're in the Asgard or Valhalla, I believe. Now, a lot of people say it's pretty good. And the only reason I haven't bought that 3rd DLC is this game has to be, what, 4 or 5 years old, every bit of it, and they're still wanting to charge $40. Now, I'm sorry, but, I mean, for a 5-year-old game, $40 DLC, when you can consider Kingdom Come Deliverance, the first game. I never played it. I only played the second game, right? Because I heard so much good stuff about it, so I bought it. Well, next week, they're coming out with a PS5 disc version, physical copy of Kingdom Come Deliverance Royal Edition with all the DLCs and everything. So, and it's $40. I want the DLC badly, but what would you all rather get? Something you haven't played, or I mean, I haven't played DLC, but $40, I could buy a whole game for that.
Thor himself couldn't down. Ah, a thirsty foe? Drink it down faster than me. You take the prize. Your silver. Let's see how much you'll risk. Let's do this. Man your horn! Come on! I need a challenger!
So you can make good money with those too. And I'm pretty sure you can do them multiple times. I mean, once you've won it, it's kind of like checked off the list, you know what I mean? But, yeah, you can... That's a good way to get money, actually. Of course, your character's got to be drunk for a little bit after the fact, but... Yeah. Okay, I was wondering where it shows your money at. You have to go into the inventory.
Shall we lock horns? If you suck it back faster than me, you are the victor.
I'm gonna do it one more time. That's a lot of money to get.
Drink.
I can tell you that in this game. Well, maybe it doesn't let you bet again. I didn't know that. I don't guess it did. It only let you do that once to make money off of the drinking challenge, the first time. For each challenge, I mean. Well then, only tip I could give, if you're going to do the drinking contest, since you can only bet the first time for each drinking challenge you find in the world, I would highly suggest betting the maximum. I bet the medium bet was 150. What was the top bet, like 200 or something? To see that right there, 19 silver. I've noticed that you don't get a lot of silver when you're looting it in settlements and so on. I mean, not some, not a bunch.
Go, Sunan.
And when you sell your trinkets, like the stuff you find in the world, it doesn't sell for much either. So it actually takes a lot of time to get, like a decent amount of money in this game, I've noticed. I don't know if that was intentional or not, but it surely is not the easiest thing. Okay, let's go here. There's a treasure over there. Some kind of little base or fortress within inside the city. Too, I've noticed that, like, in games, it's very typical for us to, what's the word? Let other people influence us about games. You hear people say, oh, it's the worst game ever. And then you start to actually believe it after so long. You hear it enough. I don't care what anybody says. Valhalla is not a bad game.
Don't
yes,
be
it can get
shy.
repetitive. It can even get boring at times.
These are locally sourced.
But can I say this? At the same time, if you're getting bored, playing the game,
You sure there isn't
or playing the
something else
optional
you
stuff,
wanted?
then why are you doing that?
I must be
Because
on my way now. Goodbye.
the optional stuff in this game, like a lot of games, is 100% optional. You do not have to do this if you don't want to. You could, focus on the main story, and trust me, the main story would give you plenty of hours in the game. I think the main story may take you 50 to 80 hours to beat. So that, yeah, you don't have to do side content. You still get a substantial amount of time out of it. Now, if you do all the side content, I don't know, hundreds of hours possibly. Look, I'm in just the prologue area.
Stretch your wings, Sunan.
Norway. England is actually the main part where the game takes place, the biggest map, all that. And I'm not even there, and I'm just in this one big city. It's probably there's two big cities actually in Norway here, in this map at least. This place that I'm in, right here, as you can see the wall goes around it. And then up here, this place right here, Hortifight, however you say it. And then you have smaller communities like your home right here, Ravensthorpe. That's where your adopted family, Sigurd and his father, adopted you. You live right here. Now you're old, your parents. There it is right there, I believe. That is where Eivor was born and raised until his father, her or his father was killed, and then you started living with Sigurd, his father. They adopted you, but that's your original home. I need to go there, actually, because you can find some stuff there. I've heard a lot of people say, well, it's not an Assassin's Creed game. Some people say this game would have been better if they just advertised it as a Viking game, not an Assassin's Creed game. That may be right. If you think about it as just a Viking game and don't think about it as an Assassin's Creed game, you may enjoy it better. But I will say this, and this is a fact. You can't play this game like an Assassin's Creed game. Yeah, it's more made for just like running in, raiding, doing, just regular fighting the whole time. But I'm telling you, look, you have a hidden blade. You can sneak. You can use haystacks and tall grass to hide in. Assassinations from the rooftop, just like in other Assassin's Creed games. You can't treat this game like you could act like an assassin all the way through the game. And in the skill trees here, the red one's melee. Now this one right here, I believe is, Now blue is ranged attack. Now this yellow here is the stealth tree, and they're both huge. Look how far that yellow side goes. And each one, red, blue, and yellow, they all are pretty darn big. Now I've mostly put into the red so far. I usually make it a mix. At first, I like to get a substantial amount of skill levels in melee. Because, listen, you're going to do melee fighting a big chunk of the game anyway. See, health, plus 4 to heavy damage, and it goes on, then you get special skills as you go in each one. But if you wanted to, you could be a range fighter. You could be a mix of all of them. You could be a total stealth assassin if you want to.
see you, old friend.
In other Assassin's Creed games, these little like papers that are floating in the air were usually like music, to add music or something, you know, like to your game. In other Assassin's Creed games, it seems that these though are mostly tattoo ideas that you can, you know, have put on your character by the tattoo artist. So. I really do like the soundtrack in this game too, with its Viking feel to it. You know what I mean? I've always kind of liked the music in this game. Come on, get up, go, go, go. No, don't. Tattoo design. Let's see what it looks like. Midgards. Again. Sometimes it doesn't hurt to pull up the map and just put a marker on something near that. Because, you know, there's a lot of markers sometimes on the compass thing, so it doesn't hurt. And it highlights it too, you can see it. I will not deny, though, this is one part of the game that really gets tedious after a while. There are so many of these markers on the map that it is overwhelming. Listen, like I said, I like Valhalla, but I'll tell you the truth about it. I'm not going to just bull crap you know. Good as it can be and fun as it can be. You know, sometimes it's tedious. It can be. Though I'll say it again, though, you know, Origins and Odyssey are better in my opinion. Yeah, they're better. But I like Valhalla. That's the thing. I don't dislike it like a lot of people do, or a lot of fans do. I have to believe, though, I'm not the only one. I have to believe that Valhalla does have you know, a dedicated group of the fan base that does like it. I'm sure. I can't be the only one that likes Viking stories. Let's see. How big this little island is. It is just one little section. I mean, yeah, and this part up here, I mean, the one just on the border of that 280 level suggestion. Look how big that area. There's not a lot of markers in this part, but if you get to that viewpoint, it takes a while too. It's like one of the tallest mountains in this area. Let's go to the ship. We can take the ship around and land over here. Then I can land here, get that, sail over here, land, get that, sail here, land that. Then I'll just go in my horse to get that next piece. I would say in this game too, another thing, so you do not get burnt out on like map markers and side content. Like, I don't think it hurts to mix it up. You know what I mean? Like, I would never suggest like, okay, just go do map markers, collecting stuff, you know, for hours. That would get old real quick. And then you have different map markers. The white ones are like those pages for tattoo designs. The yellow gold looking ones are treasure and supplies for like upgrading your equipment. The blue ones are what are called world events. And pretty much world events are like the side missions in the game, which is why they replaced them with those. I don't think they've done it since. I don't think people liked it. See, Odyssey and Origins, instead of having the blue markers, just have Origins and Odyssey I thought had really good side missions. They all had their own detailed stories. World events are kind of like a shallow version of side missions. They're side missions, but they don't have a lot of story and dialogue, and I think that was a big mistake. I do. I think it was a huge mistake by Ubisoft. I can't figure out why they would do that. It's like them, though, is it not to create a beautiful world, cool backdrop for a story? I mean, Vikings. Come on, Vikings are badass. And then take detailed side missions out of the world. I wonder sometimes, did they take the detailed side missions out because how big the world was? But that can't be. I mean, I think Odyssey actually has a bigger map than Valhalla. So I wonder, why would they do that? I almost wonder if they did it just to test us as the player base. Hey, if they like this, that would mean we wouldn't have to put as much work into, detailed side missions. I mean, who knows what they think, honestly, the way they think about when they design something. Well, I believe that this thing does have side missions. It does have actual detailed side missions, but a lot of the stuff is world events. And main missions, you do occasionally get side missions and they'll pop up somewhere on here, So each region in England that you go to has a leader, and then you gotta get that leader's loyalty, and it's a bunch of different little missions you have to do to, those are kind of like side missions of their own too. And I'll say this, as far as collecting all this stuff, like the treasure and supplies, it just helps your character along. Levels you up, it gives you supplies to sell, ingots to upgrade your armor and weapons, so more side stuff you do, the stronger your character will be.
I am lost and honor bound. You arrived without a sound.
Are you a skald? I have never heard poetry shouted in this way.
A skald? Oh no, not at all. I am truly looking for honor and have become lost as a result.
You're looking for honor here. It's a bit remote.
I am the seventh son of a seventh son. I am expected to bring great honor to my family. But everything has been done. My uncles and brothers have all had great victories, or even greater deaths. There's nothing left for me to do. The gods have been deaf to my pleas, but you are here.
So, you want a great victory from me, or a great death?
No! I want to live, and I could not possibly hope to win against you.
That is true.
But maybe you could lead me to a victory.
I can tell by looking at you, you're not a great warrior. You know it too. There's no reason to deny this. I could bring you a chance at honor. An animal of some kind. Something you could handle.
Yes. That could work. I could add a few details, nothing too exaggerated. Skalds do it all the time.
So now you're a skald. Do not go anywhere. I will only do this once.
I will be here. On my honor.
Just hold on, give me 1 second here. I need to get a drink of water. Hey, y'all.
Där Midgard med en skorpion. Sådär ser han så honsar i att han så är paret ju mer ägd. Matar ni som då funkar.
Oh yeah, and there's multiple maps in this game. You got Norway you start out in, then the main map, England. You actually go to America, believe it or not. You know how they always think that Vikings actually went to America? Well, you go there. Then Wrath of the Druids is Ireland. Then the invasion of Paris
Make sure
was
to
in
bring me
Francia.
a feast.
And then, let's see, Hellbrook. And then... I'm going to reload this real quick. So I'm supposed to bring them too. And then you have the the last DLC they put out, like I said, where you play as Odin. And like, you know, can't think of the name. It's either Valhalla or Asgard, the map. So, I mean, God Almighty, there's three, well, there's like 5 maps in this game. Let's see if that works.